So just starting, connecting down, rooting the sitting bones to the earth. Let's turn the palms to face up to the sky. And just lower or close the eyes, whichever feels best for you right now. And just allowing yourself to take some nice, gentle breaths in through the nose and sign them out through the mouth. Just filling the lungs and the belly with that beautiful fresh prana, fresh energy, and letting it all go. And you might just take a few moments to scan the body as we breathe. Does it feel easy to breathe fully? Or is there a little bit of restriction? Is our awareness being drawn into the shoulders, or are we feeling the need to fidget? Noticing, not judging, just meeting the body where it is today. And being aware of where the legs meet the ground. And with those big, beautiful inhales, just inviting in some fresh prana energy for the rest of the day. And as we let go of the breath, just letting go of what isn't serving us today. Wonderful. And then let's just take 3 more of those gorgeous cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then allow the breath just to settle to a nice natural rhythm. Just finding, probably in through the nose, out through the nose breath. Let's turn the hands down to gently cup the knees. Let's start to take some circles with the body. Doesn't matter which direction, just circling, starting to move the shoulders. Rounding the back and then pushing the chest forward. Lovely. Taking your time, take it round in the other direction. Perfect. Bringing it back to centre when you're ready. Just giving the arms a little shake off, take the legs out, give them a little shimmy. And then let's come to our tabletop position. Hands under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Really push each fingertip into the earth. Connect the fronts of the feet into the ground. A little bend in the elbows. Going to come through our cat-cow tilts. So we're inhaling, lifting the head and the chest, pointing the sitting bones. Exhale, round in the back, pushing to the sky. Inhale, taking it up. And exhale, rounding. Just flowing with your breath. Noticing how the back feels, how the shoulders feel. Lovely. And then do feel free to go side to side if that feels good. Coming back and forward, just making it into a slightly bigger movement by rounding the back and pulling down. Just do what feels right for you right now. A little bit longer. And then coming back to centre. I'm going to sit back onto the knees and give your hands a little shake off. Shake the wrists. Fabulous. Coming up when you are ready to sort of a more high kneeling position, so hips over the knees. Hands to the hips, just get a nice balance. And then we're going to take the right leg out to the side. So the leg is in line with the other knee. Lovely. When you're ready, we're going to inhale, left arm comes up, right hand is on the right leg. And we're going to exhale, lead it over. Perfect. A little stretch into the body. Lovely. Fabulous. We're going to inhale, take it all the way up to centre. And then as you exhale, take it over and down to the other side. Lovely. Really pushing the hips forward and up, so we've got a nice stretch in the body. If you're feeling energetic, you might decide to lift that right foot up off the floor. Breath is big and steady. We might rotate into that right ankle, get the blood really flowing. Lovely. Step it down. And then let's inhale, lift it up. Exhale, release the arms, release the knees. Have a little circle with the hips. Just easing into one way then the other. Wiggling out any tension. Fabulous. Bringing it back to centre. We're going to take that all on the other side. So left foot comes in line with the right knee. Lovely tall body, engage the belly. Hands down by the sides. You're going to inhale, take the right arm up. As you exhale, lean it over to that left hand side. And breathing into the side of the body. Fabulous. Inhale, we're going to bring it up, and then exhale, take it down to the other side. It's just pausing there for a moment, getting the hips over the knee, lifting up, and then if you want to, you could lift that foot up off the floor. And again, maybe taking some rolls with the ankles, getting into the whole lower body. Fabulous. Let's plant that foot down, and then inhale, lift it up. Exhale, come down. Again, rotating the wrists, the hips. Let's rotate the wrists as well, actually. Get a little bit of shake on, shake it all off. And then you're going to come back to your tabletop when you are ready. I'm going to spread the hands, hook the toes under, and then push up to downward facing dog when you're ready. Really sending the sitting bones high. And then pedaling out the legs. Let's get a nice bit of movement. Maybe even a little swing of the hips side to side. Notice how that feels. Wonderful. Little bit of movement, and then just coming into stillness, pulling the heels down to the ground. Wonderful. Fabulous. When you're ready, we're going to inhale, take the right leg up and back. As you exhale, we're going to bend the knee and step it forward, come into a lunge position. To start with, we're going to lower that back knee down, just coming into a low lunge. And then take a little rock forwards and backwards. Just great for when you've been sitting down. Get that blood moving. Fab. Bring it back to the front when you're ready. Let's plant the left hand down. Inhale, right arm comes up. So we're twisting into the thigh. And then you're going to bend that right elbow and take the hand around the body so it's resting maybe on the lower back. Lovely. So we're working on our posture as we twist. If you want to add a little something extra, you can tuck the back toes under and lift the knee off the ground. But just see where the body wants to be today. Lovely, steady breath. Wonderful. If we've lifted the back leg, we take it down. And then inhale, fingertips back to the sky. And exhale, hand down to the ground. Lovely. We're going to step that right foot back, come into our tabletop, and then send it back up to downward facing dog. And again, take a little bit of movement. Notice the difference on the legs, on the hips. And then let's take that on to the other side when you're ready. So inhaling, left leg up and back. As you exhale, bend the knee, step it forward. Let's lower that back knee. So we're on lunge on the other side. Little rock forwards and backwards. Now you might notice on one side it's a little bit more mobile than the other. Lovely. And then bring it back to the front. We're going to plant the right hand. Inhale, left arm comes up, we're twisting in towards the thigh. Lovely. Then when you're ready, you're going to bend that top arm, take it round the body. Lovely. And then if you want to, you can lift that back knee off the ground. See how that feels. Relax the face, the jaw. Nice, steady breaths. Perfect. Let's lower that back knee down. Inhale, stretch that left hand up. And as we exhale, take it down. We're going to slide the knee back, come into your tabletop. And then when you're ready, lift it up to downward facing dog. And you can be still, or you might take that movement again, entirely up to you. Notice what the body wants to do. And then we're going to put a bit of a bend in both knees and then walk the hands backwards until you can come into a forward fold. So letting the head be heavy, letting the arms hang down. Might give the head a little nod, a little rock, even a little swing from side to side. Lovely. On your inhale next, you're going to roll it all the way up to standing. Give everything a good shake off when you get to the top. Take the feet a little wider. So they're not a huge wide stance, but they're much wider than the hips. A little shake off of the arms, the legs, lovely. Spread the feet into the floor, get a lovely belly action going. We're lifting up, shoulders back and down. And then you're going to take the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, and softly pull the hands back and down. If that doesn't feel good, you can always have hands to the forearms. That's no problem. Lift the heart. Now you can stay upright, or you might take this into a fold if that feels good. So you can inhale, lift the heart, and then exhale, fold it down. Just as far as the body wants to go. If you want to stay halfway, then you can. Or you can just let gravity do its thing and pull you down to the earth. Just take some lovely long breaths as we open the chest. Perfect. To come out, we're going to slightly bend the knees so everything's a little softer. Inhale, lift, pulling the belly up all the way to the top. And then again, release the arms. Keeping the feet where they are, just take a lovely little sort of swing round in circles. Let the arms swing. Just twisting out any tension in the body. Fabulous. Let's take the feet a little wider when you're ready, if that's okay. You can keep them quite narrow if you need to. So feet are still pointing forward to start with. Going to take the hands to the hips. And again, just do those hip circles, just like we did when we were kneeling, easing into that lower body. Take it around in the other direction. Perfect. I'm going to bring it back to center. Turn the heels in ever so slightly, so toes are pointing away. We're going to take the hands together at the heart, just connecting the fingertips, the palms. Take a lovely long inhale. As you exhale, bend the knees as far down as you want to go. So it can be tiny or it can be quite far. Lovely. We're going to give the glutes a nice squeeze. And feel the inside of the thighs activating. And this is brilliant to really get the piriformis muscle active. So we sit on that quite a lot and it can get a little lazy and cause us all sorts of issues. So we're going to wake it up. If you really feel the need to wake it up, you might have a little bounce. Just up and down and up and down. You'll soon feel those thighs just warming up. Steady breaths, relax the jaw. And then bring it to stillness for one more breath. And then let's inhale, take it up, exhale, shake the arms off, bring the legs in, wonderful. And we're going to come to the back of the mat, so there's plenty of space in front of us. Feet hip distance or a little wider. Let's inhale, stretch it up to the sky. Exhale, fold it forward, all the way down. Take a moment or two there. You might come into ragdoll by taking the hands to the elbows. Maybe that swing from side to side again. And bringing it back. Let the hands release. And then we're going to bend the knees to bring the hands to the floor. So just get the palms flat. And then we're going to walk it forward into a plank position. So this could be our full plank or knees to the earth, whichever feels right for you. And we're looking at getting the shoulders over the wrists. If we're in full plank, pulling the heels back. So we've got lovely strong legs as well as torso. Gently pulling the tummy in for a couple more breaths. Lovely. On an exhale, we're going to bend the elbows and lower all the way down to the earth. Seeing if maybe we can connect the forehead down. Give the hips a little shake into the ground. And then let's inhale, lift the head and the chest, coming up into a little cobra position. So there's a bit of a support with the hands, but we're mostly using the tummy and the back. Maybe even a little squeeze of the glutes. Lovely. If you do want to fire this posture up, you could take the hands off the floor and maybe even take the feet off the floor. And then exhale, let's bring everything down, head back to the earth. I'm going to tuck the toes under, keep the elbows tight in and push up and back to downward facing dog when you're ready. For 3 lovely long breaths. Fabulous. Let's bring the knees down to the ground when you're ready and sitting up to a kneeling position. So as always, you're more than welcome to come to the sitting bones if kneeling doesn't suit you. Wherever we are, we're finding that lovely long spine, shoulders back. Fabulous. We're going to take the arms out, push the palms away, as if we're pushing on 2 walls either side of us. And then take the head over to one side, just to give the neck a little stretch, a little open. Keep lifting the heart, maybe even just pulling the shoulder blades slightly together. Wonderful. And then take the head over to the opposite side and just check that out, see how that feels on this side. I'm being cat bombed again. It's all the energy. Lovely. Bring it back to center and then shake off those arms. Shake off all that tension. And then we're going to take the chin down to the chest and just use all that lovely warmth that we've created and roll the chin from side to side. Really getting a little semicircle across the chest and noticing, how does that feel? Is it still a little tense, or are we starting to feel a little bit of give? Lovely. Perfect. Let's bring it back to center. Lift the chin and give the shoulders a lovely little shake off. Give them a roll, a shake, a shudder. And then we're going to come over to your sitting bones when you are ready. And take, a nice wide stance with the legs. So just finding what feels right for you. A little pull in the inner thighs. Nice tall body. Fabulous. We're going to inhale, take the arms up to the sky, and as you exhale, pull forward and down. So we're not worrying about how far we're coming. We're just making sure there's some action going on in the legs, maybe the back. Relaxing the shoulders and the face. Perfect. When you're ready, we're going to pad the hands over to the right hand side and we're going to fold over the right leg. And just see how that feels, maybe on the side of the body, on the hips. Lovely. Now the option here is to inhale and lift that left arm up to the sky. So we're opening the chest. You could even reach over the head as if you were going to touch the toes on the other side. Just get that lovely open feeling. Breathing into the ribs. Perfect. On an exhale, just start to turn the body back over that right leg. Walk the hands into centre and then all the way over to the left leg. You might feel differences here, pulls in different places. Lovely. Nice steady breath. If and when you're ready, we're going to inhale, right arm comes up, open the body. And then you might reach over if that feels okay. And just notice where there might be a bit of resistance, where there's space. Fabulous. On an exhale, let's turn the body down to that left leg. Walking the hands back into centre when you're ready. And then inhale, roll it up. Lovely. Arms a little shudder and then bring the legs in. We're going to place the feet flat down to the earth, knees bent, but have plenty of space behind you because we're going to roll down in a minute. So just going to come into a nice little boat posture so it's a balance. We're getting the inner fire going. So hands behind the thighs, gently lift the feet off the floor. So if that's a little too much, toes can rest on the ground. If it's not quite enough, you can lengthen the legs a little bit higher. Your choice. Few breaths there. If you really want to fire it up, you can take the hands off the legs. Ooh. See how that feels. Lovely. And then we're going to bring the knees into the belly, take the hands to the shins and just roll it down to the ground. Give yourself a little hug, little squeeze and a nice rock from side to side. Maybe even round in circles. Lovely. And then we're going to come into a nice big twist to really just ease out any tension for the rest of the day. So just taking the arms out to a T position or a Y. Take a lovely long inhale. And as you exhale, let the knees fall over to the right hand side or whatever side calls you first. And just rest there in that lovely twist. Noticing where you feel it in the body. And just breathing through it. Feel that long inhale coming up through the spine. As you exhale, down the spine. Fabulous. And when you feel ready, we're going to inhale, take the knees to centre and just take a little hug in there. So a little squeeze, couple of breaths, just to notice what's happened with the twist. Has that released anything? And then when you're ready, we can take it on to the other side. So arms come back down, Lovely long inhale. As you exhale, twisting to the opposite side. And you might notice this side feels different. It's good to explore and to be curious. And just letting that breath really start to settle. You might even start to close the eyes. And on your next inhale, bringing the knees back to center, giving yourself that lovely hug in and that rock from side to side. Maybe even bringing the head up to the knees into a little ball so you can really rock about. That can just feel quite nice if you've got any spots of tension in the back. And then just releasing down to the ground when you're ready. Let's take a full body stretch. So taking the arms above the head, feet down, really just send it away as if you're being pulled in two different directions. Feel all that big stretch and let it go. Bring the hands down to the belly. And just let yourself rest on the floor for a moment. No effort, no control. You might slide the shoulder blades towards each other to have a more open chest. But just find a little bit of stillness. And allow your awareness to just come to rest on where the hands meet the tummy. And just starting to feel that lovely lift and lower. Feeling the inhale expand and the exhale release. Feel that ebb and the flow of the breath. And just notice how the body feels right now. Any tingle from the movement we've done. Any softness that you can sense. And then begin to take some lovely big breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just letting go of any last bits of tension, anything that isn't serving you, anything that's come up in the practice. Taking one more. Let it all go. Allow the breath to settle. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. Roll the wrists and the ankles. Take a movement of any kind, a stretch, a twist, bend the knees, bend the elbows, until you feel ready to come to your seated position. And finding that lovely long spine, that energized body, the soft shoulders. Bring the hands together at the heart and just nod the head for a moment. And thank your beautiful body for everything it's able to do. And just embrace this lovely calm energy. Namaste.